Elliott then, pre-Dagenham and Redbridge away. Steve, imagine it can't have been easy for you not being in the starting 11 the last couple of games, but I suppose you've been in the game long enough, you just try and react professionally.
Yeah, of course, that's all you can do. Obviously, probably was the right time for me to come out and have a break. I think I said before, I think maybe I was speaking to us maybe 18 months that I've not missed a league game, somewhere around there. So, it's probably the right time I've had a rest and worked pretty hard in training, but also the gaffer's pulled me back a bit. So, I feel fit and ready to go, and I'm looking forward to Saturday if I'm involved.
Is it a physical rest or a mental rest, perhaps, that you needed from just continuous matches?
Probably a bit of both, really. Perhaps they caught on me a little bit, but I feel fine now. All I'm doing is concentrating on Dagenham on Saturday, and if I'm involved and selected, then I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to do a job.
And can you learn anything from what the team's doing right, what the team's doing wrong, from watching from the sidelines?
Yeah, I think looking at a different point of view. Normally, I'm involved in the games, and you don't quite see everything. But yeah, from what I've seen, to be fair, I thought Saturday the back four got to grips with Scunthorpe very well second half. I thought we played high up the pitch and got in their faces. So that's something that if I'm involved in, we'll look to do, try and play a bit higher and compress the game a bit.
And obviously James Wilson's gone off with Wales. I suppose that it just shows you football's a strange game, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean I'm not quite sure of his international past, if he played 21s, 18s or whatever, but he's been called up to the full squad. Fair play to him. He's there. He's probably gonna learn a lot from that and being involved in a full international. So fair play to him, and obviously him going there maybe an opening for me to get back in the team. So he's got a big future ahead of him, and I wish him all the best.
And you keep saying if selected, being very cautious, but if you are selected alongside Troy at the heart of the defence, I suppose that brings back together a pairing that the club's not been able to play for a while, and B, I'd imagine most people would have thought that would be the number one centre-half pairing for the season.
Yeah, I think we played pre-season together there quite a lot. So, it's football. That's what happens. Someone's out of the team, someone's in the team. You chop and change, and that's the way it is. But me and Troy, centre halves. I mean, he's right-footed, I'm left-footed. Maybe there's a bit of balance there. So I'm sure we'll work on it in training today. Whatever we're going to do, and we'll have a better picture then.
And Dagenham, they've obviously won the last couple of matches, mid-table, but I suppose it's one of those games that if you can win, obviously you claw teams back in above you, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's never easy going to Dagenham. It's a tough place to go, They had a good win midweek against Southend, which is probably going to breed a bit of confidence for them, but we've got to go away from home being positive, looking to keep that clean sheet and trying to probably nick a result. But it's going to be a tough one, but I think we're very capable of going there and getting the result.
I suppose they've got a lot of young players at the moment who are playing for the manager, and that's just one of the ways you can do it, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, everyone wants to be in the team, everyone wants to play every week, so it's just a case of going there and playing as giving 110% like we try and do every game, and hopefully we'll get that little bit of luck and that little bit of something what we deserve. It's not been the greatest of times, but we're looking to turn it around as soon as possible, starting on Saturday.
Is there a feeling actually that you haven't got what you've deserved this year? Because the physical effort's been there all the time, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big believer in you get what you deserve in football, and there's been a few decisions this season where you think maybe it could have gone our way, like the penalty decision on Saturday against Scunthorpe when Byron's headed it and the lad seems to have handballed it. Would we have got that at home? Probably yeah. So, little things like that are big points in a game, but then again, I think if you work hard enough and then you get your rewards, and that's what we've got to try and keep doing.
Cheers, Steve.
Cheers, thanks a lot.
Steve, was being left out something you had to sort of reluctantly accept, because it hasn't happened to you before at Cheltenham, has it?
No, yeah. I mean, the gaffer pulled me, and I've full respect for the gaffer, and it's a tough enough job without players moaning and getting on his back and getting on his case. So it was probably the right time. All the games I've played. So yeah, I respect the decision, and then my role changed a little bit in the team then, where it was more of a supporting role for Troy and Willow and the rest of the team. So you know, it was disappointing, but I felt it was probably the right decision, and I could help the team from a different point of view then.
Yeah, you had the rest for the Plymouth game just before Wembley, didn't you? And that's probably about it in terms of games missed for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so and that was a while ago now. So yeah, I think maybe I accumulated a lot of games and it caught with me a little bit, but I felt fine. It was just, I think the gaffer thought it might need a change, and he's probably better judge than me when I'm involved in the game, you know. So yeah, it's been a while, but I feel fully refreshed, and hopefully I can get back to it.
Okay.